Page 26, Planetarium. The top of the page, they're talking about the bass clef or the G clef and where G is on the bass clef. It's a little confusing the way it's worded. The previous video, they covered a bunch of new notes in bass clef. They just threw them all at you. Well, have a nice day. Okay. I think over the next few lessons, we're going to be examining notes in the bass clef more thoroughly. It's important that you learn them. This lesson, we focus on the note G in the bass clef. It is the top space in the staff. You see it there at the top. It's the whole note, G. Remember, the bass clef is an F clef, so the line where between the dots is F. If you go up one note, one letter, you get G. It makes sense. And it's the G right below middle C. Middle C is here, G is here. You can play it with any finger. You never know. Just know that when you see a note in the top space on bass clef, you play this note on the piano. So much for that. Let's look at Planetarium, see what we got here. You see it's 3 lines long. You have treble and bass clef. It's in 4/4 time still. The first line is surrounded by repeat signs. So we're going to play that line twice. And again, the reverse repeat sign at the beginning is, in my opinion, an error. It does not need to be there. There's no need for it. Because when you get to a repeat sign, you're going to repeat back to the beginning unless there's a reverse repeat sign and closer. So there's no need to have a reverse repeat sign at the beginning of a piece. However, it doesn't hurt anything. It just means we're going to play the first line twice. We've got quarter notes and half notes and whole notes, and we have pedal. I'll talk about the pedal later. Now, normally when I start a new piece of music, I want to learn it one hand at a time first, at least get an idea of the notes of the fingering and the rhythm. And then I go put the hands together, and many times it's like starting over. It's like, they don't work. So you just struggle through it. This, all we're doing in the left hand is the F and the G. So I'm going to go ahead and take both hands at the same time on this. So the left hand starts first, and they want second finger on F. I gave you the answer to the question. F is this F, below middle C. That puts your hand in this position. Now you'll play F and G here, so it's going to be these. Okay, we can do that. The right hand, it wants thumb on middle C here, and that puts you in this position. So we're in what's known as C position, because the bottom note of each hand is a C. I mention that because sometimes we say, put your hands in C position and go, well, it could be any C. So this is C position, this is C position, this is C position. There's C positions all over, and you have to look at the music to see which one you're talking about. So here. And the quarter notes. Now, if the rhythm is simple enough, then you can do the rhythm and the notes and the fingering all at the same time. If it gets really, really tricky and you're not sure, then first just focus on the notes and the fingering and forget the rhythm. This is fairly simple, so I'm going to take it all together. So it's here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You get the idea? Second line, they're half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so forth. And then the last line is similar to the first, except the last measure, you get a C and G together. Okay, so once you got the notes and the rhythms and the fingering and all that, then we do the articulation. And here, the only articulation are the slurs. You see the curved lines? So we're going to lift up between each slur, so there's a little silence between them. Let's connect them, lift up. Lift up. At the end of the line, you lift up. Whether you repeat or go on, doesn't matter. You still lift up. So put in the slurs. Then the dynamics. It starts out P. Piano is soft. Whatever you think soft is, just soft. The second line, F is forte. It's measure 5. Loud. Whatever you think loud is. Not really loud, just loud. And then you come down a little bit to moderately loud. MF, mezzo forte, sort of loud. The last line is soft like it was at the beginning. Then we add the speed, spinning steadily. It's not a speed, but you probably could figure that out. Think of a planet and spinning, and it's not spinning super duper fast. It's just spinning. I'd say somewhere in the middle. So comfortable. What's comfortable for you? For me, that's fine. Because when you get to the half notes, see, the half notes are a lot longer because the whole thing needs to be at one speed. You don't take the quarter notes at one speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and the half notes at a different 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. No, it's the whole thing's got to be at one speed. And then, of course, they've added pedal. You don't need pedal on this, so you do it fine without. But they've added it. So the idea is, why? Why is it? If you're going to use pedal, use it for a reason, or don't use it. And to say, well, the reason I'm using pedal is because the music says to. No. Bad reason. That's not it. No. It's got to be understanding the effect the pedal has on the music and why you're doing it. In this, we want this to be a foggy, misty atmosphere. Everything's kind of run together. Outer space is all blurry. We don't want it nice and clean. It's got to be obvious. And that's what the pedal is. It just runs everything together. In this piece, I want to show you another type of pedaling, a technique. There's a lot of different pedaling techniques. In the past, we pushed the pedal down with the note. Like at the beginning, you'd push it down with the F. Well, there's another pedaling technique called a lag technique where the pedal lags behind the hands. The fingers do their thing first and then the pedal lags behind it. It's actually the most common. So I want to teach that to you so we can start using that. And what it is you push the note down first and then immediately after you push the note down, you push the pedal down. Here, see. The idea is we want to get the sound started before we release the overtones. And that's what we're doing here. And that's what I'm going to suggest you do on this piece. Push the pedal down right after you play the first note. And at the end, you'll still lift the pedal in the hand at the same time. Now that's the pedal. You just hold it down for the whole piece. You lose the phrasing. You can't hear the slurs. It doesn't matter. You want to feel the slurs. You want to feel this too. That. So whether you can hear it or not, you want to feel it, so do it anyway, even if the pedal covers it up. Let's play this together very slowly. Double check the notes and the rhythms and all. I'm not going to do any dynamics, so just playing the notes. We will do the repeat. I give us 4 counts, and I'm not going to do pedal on this because it would just, I need you to hear the notes clearly to make sure you're playing the right notes is what it is. The pedal would blur that up. Did I say give us 4 counts? I don't remember. Whatever. Let's just follow me. It's fine. 1, 2, ready, go. Two, 3, repeat. 2, 3, next line, 2, 4, 2.